putting the phone away from my voice, putting my phone away from me and saying to my mom, it sounds like Kings.
Navid Central. What's up, guys? It's your boy Navid Central, back with another amazing mukbang. And guys, today you should have seen me a few moments ago because I was overwhelmed, guys. I was speechless because I am sat in a mansion right now. It's absolutely mad. But not only that, I am sat with someone who I have been a fan for a very long time of, and it's absolutely crazy, you know, that we're actually sat together right now. It's actually amazing how humble this guy is. This guy is one of the biggest presenters and comedians in the country, guys. Not only has he rubbed shoulders with the likes of Cardi B, for example, him himself, he is a massive celebrity, guys, being sponsored by Subway, Disney, Amazon, guys, the list goes on. He is a massive name right now, and I don't even know what to say because my words aren't even coming out right now. All I can say is thank you so much to this very humble but very successful individual who's allowed me to come down to his humble abode and interview him, right, and do this mukbang, guys. Without further ado, I'm going to present to you one of the best people I've ever met in my life, Sideman, David, Sideman all day.
My guy. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, my brother. Just to let you know, guys, I got food from Project Bun. They're a dark kitchen that provide food. We've got the wings, we've got burgers, we've got pasta, guys. There's so much food here. But we're going to start this because I'm starving. Are you hungry?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry as well. Let's get this. So just grab whatever you want, bro. Like, literally.
Right. I'm going to
go for a burger.
I'm going to go for one of these wings.
The wings, yeah?
Yeah.
You get me? Oh yeah, you don't like mayonnaise, you said, yeah?
No, I'm not a mayonnaise fan. Never have been. People that like mayonnaise confuse baffling. They confuse baffling befuddle me. I don't know why I'm eating the wings like a chicken. Like wings like a chicken.
Have you done a mukbang before?
Never.
So it's like how you do your podcast, right? But
I know what they are.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I've just never done one.
But it's like it's the same thing as the podcast but we're eating. I reckon it's pretty cool though. But tell me, by the way, don't mind, just eat however you like, as much as you want. Like I know the camera's on, but you're not camera shy, bro.
No.
What's the wings saying, right?
Nice.
So how did it all begin, bro? How did your journey begin? I mean, even before, let's say, the Love Island reviews, which you smashed it off, right, yeah? You got sponsorship for Liquidate for that, didn't you? Okay, before we talk about that, right, I want you to speak about how your whole career as a comedian has presented begun.
Well, I was born. Yeah. That happened.
Praise the Lord for that one.
I was born in Jamaica. Came to the UK when I was about 11. I used to MC in school.
Yeah.
But then I so I used to do music first. But then I didn't want to do music because I didn't want to promote certain things, and I felt like the only music that was banging at the time, actually still to this day in the UK, is music that promotes certain things.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you know, male rappers. But anyway, so I decided, you know what? Let me I've always been a class clown. I've always been a guy to make the class laugh and stuff like that. Always loved comedy. So I decided to try my hand at comedy, and I was very meticulous about it because I was at a point in my life where I was like, yo, if I don't do I need to do this properly if it's going to be a viable career. Like, I can't mess about. I need to make money from this. So I was very intentional. Started off doing comedy on YouTube, but I focused on the business side of it as much as I focused on the creative side.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't spend all day just making funny videos. I focused on how to market them. That's important. So I started breaking down what is marketing. How do you get your stuff out there to other people? You find platforms or people that are bigger than you. Yeah. And then you borrow their audience. So that's what I started to do. Okay. I started to reach out to other creatives to either work with them or get them to promote my stuff. So I'm Just Bait in the early stages. I put my money where my mouth was and paid for promotion. Really? For I'm Just Bait. This was when he had about 200,000 followers. So this is a while back now. Okay. Obviously, I'm Just Bait's on 4.7 million followers right now. So I heard you started like a few grand now, innit? Huh? You charge a few £1,000s now, like for promos. I don't know how much you charge for promo now, but what he charged for promo back then was in the hundreds. But I paid it because I wanted to get my stuff out there.
Okay.
And that helped me to get my stuff out there. So immediately, as he was sharing my stuff, I didn't even have an Instagram account. So I said I might as well make one so we can add the Instagram account. Because I was trying to drive people to YouTube, but I thought I might as well get Instagram account as well. So I started off Instagram with about 5K followers from off the rip, just because I got the shout out from him.
Really?
Yeah, so it was growing from his shout out. But that's when people had a lot more time for like online comedians. Now it's like, I don't know. I can't speak for startup comedians, but now I feel like it's a rougher terrain.
There's not many in it.
Yeah, no, because people want, I don't know, I forgot that these was there. People want different forms of videos now. The comedy sketch, I don't see the comedy sketch around as much as I used to. But anyway.
Okay.
So, other than that, I was working with other creatives. I worked with a guy called Young Thrill. Young Thrill, he was a comedian. Well, he's a comedian. And he worked with me as well.
Okay.
So Young Phil wasn't much bigger than me. He
Young
wasn't
Philly?
Young Thrill,
Okay.
not Young Philly.
Yeah.
He wasn't bare bigger than me.
Okay.
He was a bit bigger than me because sometimes people always shooting for the stars, but sometimes you can't get the stars.
Yeah.
So you have to work with somebody that might just be he might not have that much more of an audience than you. At the time, he had way more of an audience than me because he had like 50,000 followers on Instagram at the time, and I never had that. But so I kept pushing, and that's what I did. I focused on the marketing. I didn't just do videos. I focused on collaborating with people. I did things to make sure my numbers were good. So I would make sure when I put a video out, I get 10 or 15 of my friends to comment on it straight away, so that other people can see comments, so they don't just ignore the video, because people have a tendency.
Really?
Yeah, people have a tendency to ignore a video that they don't see people have commented on.
Yeah.
So even to this day, if I do an advert for a brand, because I know that sometimes adverts are more likely to be ignored, I get my friends to comment on it first to get the thing going. So I
did not know that,
I was doing stuff like that. So little stuff like that I was doing, and yeah, that's how I started out. And then I kept growing my Instagram, and then I was able to quit my job at Landis because I was doing local adverts.
What do you mean?
So local rappers or MCs or singers that wanted their song promoted, I promoted them.
Okay.
Local businesses like barbershops and stuff like that, I would do adverts for them, but like actual adverts, not just a shout out.
Okay.
Like an actual, I'm gonna think of an idea to promote your business, a funny idea. That's why I still get paid for that to this day.
Okay.
There's only a few of us creators that are creating adverts ourselves, not just doing an advert that a big brand gave us, but they give us a brief and say, come up with something to promote our brand.
So like the ones you do are like you think of yourself?
I think of myself, like
Mad.
Only a few people I know that do that, like me and Munya.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
Munya does that a lot. So
I went to uni with Munya, you know that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like I've never studied the same course, but I went to the same uni. And we actually did a video before.
I swear.
He had a channel called King Caramel TV. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Initially, he had that in Sheffield Uni, and I was in his video with the people he meet in the library.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah.
But yeah, so I was doing adverts, which has been beneficial to me to this day, because in doing adverts, you show brands and people that pay you
Yeah.
that you know how to advertise. You know how to think of something that's going to work for your audience, as well as promote the brand. So I was doing that with small businesses, and the businesses that I did it for grew and got bigger.
Okay.
So when I was doing it for local MCs, then I was doing it for bigger MCs, and then bigger and bigger and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then somebody said to me, obviously I'm living in Birmingham at the time. Somebody says to me, well, and I was like, I felt stuck. I felt like I'd reached as far as I could reach. And somebody said to me, it's because he's still here.
You gotta move out.
London is where the entertainment and media hub of the country is. There's a support system there set up for creatives.
Okay.
So I started working with more London people.
Okay.
As soon as I started working with more London people, everything started to grow.
Really?
Gigs was the first London person that I worked with because he saw one of my videos and reposted them, and I asked him to do a video with me, and he agreed.
Is that because? Do you reckon he saw your video because you were in the location? Does it make a difference if you're in London?
No. No. He just saw my video because Link Up TV posted it. Because I used to get Link Up TV to post my videos all the time because I knew one of the guys behind posting. Relationships is everything as well. I made good relationships. I spoke to people. I hooked up with people. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I did that, and then I started collaborating with more London people. When I collaborated with gigs, Charlie Slaff started following me.
Really?
So I messaged him and asked him to do a video with me. And he said, yeah. But then he didn't do it and blanked me for about 2 years. He said he would do it, but then blanked me. I'm asking him, but I never got disrespectful.
Yeah.
I never got disrespectful. 2 years later, he hollers me and says, yo, come do this radio thing. These times, I've not had any history in radio whatsoever. I had never done a radio show in my life. And I went from having never done a radio show to doing a show with Charlie Slaff Monday to Thursdays on BBC One Extra and Radio 1.
Wow.
So we did that, and then when he left the BBC, they gave me my own show.
Okay.
Right? During the time when I was doing his show is when I did my first. A girl there at the BBC called Lucy.
Yeah.
She said to me, you should do reviews of this show called Love Island. I said, oh, okay.
But you hadn't seen the show, yeah?
No, I had never seen Love Island before. So I took her advice and I did Love Island reviews, and it immediately popped off. And the first year of Love Island reviews I did for free. And the second year of Love Island, I did advertise for Lucozade, which was like
big money.
A massive change in my life. I won't say on camera how much I made, but a massive change in my life.
I've heard. I'm not going to say it, but I've heard.
It changed my tax bracket. It changed everything.
You know,
then bigger brands started to work with, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What was you going to say?
I was going to say, you know, I wanted to hear something, guys, because you don't know this, but I'm going to tell you something right now, super quick, right? Before you move on to the next part, because I wanted to realize he's saying it like it's normal, but if you really think about it, this guy's speaking about starting off in the ends. You know, he's in a place where he's trying to build his brand, right? Then he's gone to a position where, guys, he's linking up with massive celebrities. He's on the radio. The way you said it was so normal, but really, if you think about it, to you it is normal because you've done it.
Nah, it wasn't normal. I remember when Giggs said he'd do the video with me.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And then I sent him the video idea. Like, I think smartly in terms of how do I make this the least work for the other person so that they don't back out, right? Like how you came here today because I said, if you can do it at my house, I'm undoing it, right? So, like, with Giggs, I thought of an idea where he doesn't have to leave where he is. I said it's a phone call video, so you just have to record yourself on the phone, and I record myself on the phone. So it's like we're having a phone call conversation, so we don't need to be in the same place. And the video is just about you taking my girl, and then my girl telling me she's done a thing with you, and then me calling you like, why? What are you doing that I'm not doing, bro? Like, how did you get my girl from me? You get what I'm saying? So he never had to move. Well, I sent him the video idea, and he says, I don't get it, call me, and sent his number. I couldn't believe it. I had Giggs' phone number in my head at the time. I'm a kid from Brum, by way of Jamaica, and I'm thinking this is mad. And when I called him and he answered, and I was like, I remember when he called, putting the phone away from my voice, putting my phone away from me and saying to my mum, it sounds like Giggs. Like, it was mad. So yeah, no, this was all very gassy to me at the time. And when they told me that I was going to be doing the show on One Extra with Charlie, I almost cried, man, because it was like, it was a life-changing moment. These are all life-changing things. So, yeah.
That is massive, bro. That is massive. Like, guys, when he mentioned that, it's like me being here right now. Guys, this is massive for me. Do you know how, guys, honestly, when I asked him before we started this video, I was like, yo, I said, bro, I feel like crying. I said to him straight, I go, yo, my tears about to feel like coming out my eyes because I'm overwhelmed to be here right now. Like, guys, obviously, I met him just a few weeks ago, right? And we met in person and I told him what I do, and he even followed me on Instagram, guys, and You know how humble he is, because I wanted to carry on with the story. But how humble he is, guys, is that he saw me last week, and I was basically eating some food, but I was facing this way, and I just heard man like, right? I turned around and it's him, and I'm confused. I'm like, hold up, is Sideman actually called? Guys, you can meet many celebrities. They'll probably act friendly with you, but it doesn't mean when they see you and you don't see them, they're gonna call you. He's literally seen me and called me like, yo, what you saying? And I've said to him, I go, bro, I rate that. Like, guys, that's how humble can you be? He's seen me, I've not even seen him, and he's like, how you doing?
But I'm not going to say that I'm going to be like that every day. But obviously, when you first stopped me, you said, yo, I have a dream like you had a dream. And I don't know why that just touched, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I know what that's like. I know what it took for me to get here. I know the begging and pleading and asking people, yo, would you do this? And yo, would you be undoing that? When I do in my heart of hearts, they don't get anything out of this. So I'm literally just asking for help. Yeah. I know how that feels. I know what that's like. So when you said I have a dream like you had a dream, I don't know, bro. It just touched me. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just do my part, and you know what I mean, and lend any support that I can to this guy, because you know I wished that more people had done that. And you know, to their credit, a lot of people did do that for me, but. You know what I mean? Like, I was glad that was done for me, so I should do it for others.
I respect that, man. It means a lot.
So that's all it is. That's all it is. But yeah, man.
So let's continue. So what happened? And you did the Charlie sauce. You did Love Island reviews.
Yeah, I did Love Island reviews. Love Island reviews changed my life because then loads of big brands started hollering me.
Okay.
And it's like, I just started making way more money, and then it's just been like that since. And then different things that I've done have catapulted my career since. For instance, when George Floyd passed and I started speaking on that stuff.
Yeah. You're so articulate. Bro, are you educated?
Yeah.
I don't know, what did you study?
I mean, no, I just went to school and college. But
your English is very good.
I've always been brainy. My parents wanted me to go to university, and they knew that academically I had the intelligence to do it. But I didn't have the patience to do it. And I knew if I went to uni, I'd drop out. I went to college twice. I dropped out of college the first time when I was doing business, and then I went back and did media. And I thought it was because I chose the wrong course, but it wasn't. It was because I wasn't stimulated enough by the experience. Yeah. But anyway, so that's not to say don't go uni, but you know, if uni ain't for you and you know that, then there's other paths and other ways to reach where you're trying to reach. Like there's YouTube tutorials that for 20 minutes that you can watch right now that will teach you what university lectures take weeks to teach you, and it'll probably be way more useful as well. But anyway, so. After that now, as I said, Love Island reviews and stuff like that, and then I started speaking on George Floyd, and I thought that was going to bring my career down. Like I remember I said to my cameraman, like, yo, this may be it, because I'm about to start talking about real stuff. And I always thought in terms of you know, doing the media industry, the second you start to be real, then they kick you out. But that actually, you know, increased my followers, increased my engagement. People were more interested in what I had to say. And I just started talking real talk a lot more and being my actual self, the way I would be with my friends, the way I would be, the way I would talk to my peers, and how I would introspectively and talking about serious stuff, to the point now where sometimes I look at my page and I ask myself, am I even a comedian anymore? Because sometimes I do videos that aren't funny at all. They're just my take on the world as it pertains to different situations.
That's legacy though. That's legacy, innit?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm way more comfortable with this. Like I do the comedy, yes, from time to time, but to say things that might impact the world or change somebody's perspective or how somebody's day is going because they feel more understood is way more of value to me. So I started doing that, and then when I left the BBC as well, that was another thing that caused a big stink, and then did increase, you know, followers, engagement, things like that and stuff like that, and more opportunities started to come my way. And then I started a show. I saw ZZ coming up. I saw ZZ Mills coming up. Yeah, I saw she was still working at the time when I offered to do the show with her. So me and her had done a show called 'Cause We Can, right? It was my idea because I saw where she was in the marketplace, and I was like, I want to be where she is. She's a cultural commentator. People go to her for conversations on the culture, and I was like, if I stand beside this girl, it's going to help to increase me as well, and for people to see me in that way. So literally, I did this show with her, and I paid her out of my own pocket, right? And then I said to her, trust me, you do this show with me, we're going to be onto big things, trust me. We did this show together. She was still working at the time, and now we do the show with Amazon Music, and it's called +44, where I have more than recouped the money that I paid her for doing those initial episodes where we did it by ourselves. So yeah, man, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing that show. I've got a short film coming out, like a Birmingham short film coming out with a lot of Birmingham creatives because I just wanted to shine light on some of my Brummy creatives. So it's the whole cast is Birmingham people except one person, and it's about a London guy that comes to Birmingham, but basically has the roughest week of his life. Because obviously Brum is just a different kind of city, but yeah, so those are the kinds of things I'm up to now. I want to write a book, so I'm thinking and working on doing that. And yeah, man, things have been going well. Can't complain. But that's basically the story in a little nutshell. Yeah.
Man, I respect that, man. Like, bro, I want you to tell something now, cause bro, like, we're not gonna talk figures, but I know you make very good money, right? Like, I'm Muslim. We say mashallah. You know what I mean? Praise the Lord. Basically, like, bro, you know, and that's a head scratching moment because he's Christian and Muslim. But it's not about religion, it's just about certain sayings in it. But basically, bro, like, you know, in terms of you being so humble now, you're making money, right? Now, a lot of people make money and they start thinking that it. And my fear, I'll be real with you, I got big dreams. My followers know that. I've always said to my followers, I go, listen, I'm going to make it big, right? I said, I'm going to make it. I do want to have good money. I want to be able to travel the world, do what I want. But I'm going to stay humble at the same time. How can someone who's getting big deals, making massive money, still remain so humble? But also one more thing as well, bro. You're not out here like trying to act like a rapper, flossing with your clothes, yeah? Like spending stupid money on designer clothes when you can. And we both know you can because you've got, guys, if you know some of the deals you get for an advert for Subway, Disney, Amazon, Lucozade, right? Now the first, guys, let me tell you, this ain't no petty change, right? Yeah, this is, you know, praise the Lord, big money. What has kept you so grounded with the money as well?
Lots of things, man. Good friends that have known me from before the money. My parents, my family. Like, my parents don't really care about my success like that in terms of they're going to treat me anyway special. Like they're still going to say, are you good inside though? How are you? How's your soul? How are you on the inside? So because I'm having those conversations constantly with my parents or my friends and my peers, like, I don't have a bunch of industry friends. I have the same friends from back in the day. You get what I'm saying? So I'm constantly grounded by my friendship group. And just, I feel like money expands who you are. And I was never that guy. I was never a guy that I never got money to be flashy. I got money to look after my family. I got money to look after my friends. I got money so that I can look after myself. My intention in making money was always to make sure that my bills were paid.
Yo, guys, his mom's sitting here right now eating lobster, just to let you know.
Like literally, my aim was never to have bare flashy things. It was always family fed, I'm fed, bills paid. Because as I said, I grew up in Jamaica and I grew up very poor. So I saw my parents struggle with bills.
So you actually grew up there though?
I left there when I was 10, but in Jamaica, when you're 10, a lot happened by then.
Like, you're smarter than Pakistan people are smarter.
It's a different kind of environment. But so I just wanted my bills to be paid. So it was never my intention to be flashy. That was never my mission. And in terms of humility, as I said, like, it's about what matters to you in it. Like, what matters to me, like, I'm humble in some ways, but in the ways that I'm quote unquote arrogant, some people call it arrogant, I call it confident, right? I was always confident. The money isn't what made me confident. People would think it's the money that made me confident, but it wasn't. I've always thought I was that guy because of my mind. I've always rated myself because of my mind, because I've always known my mind is different from other people's. I rate myself more than people that have way more money than me, because I think my mind is certier than their mind. Because they might have $1 million, but they're not. They might have not millions. They might have millions, but they're not happy with their millions as much as I'm happy with the money that I've got, because I have the right mind. My mind isn't just for getting me success. My mind is for getting me peace. My mind is for making sure that I'm stable. My mind is for making sure that I maintain the values that I've always upheld and not to throw them away. So I rate my mind. The thing that I rate about myself most is not how much success I've got, how much money I've got. It's this mind that I've got. That's what I rate the most. So that's what it's always been for me. So yeah, man.
I respect that, man. And you know, obviously, I don't want to make this too long. I just want to make sure it's good recording. Better be still recording. Amazing. Cool, yeah. You know what it is, bro. Do you know? You won't know this. I have done an interview in Italy, right? And it messed up. I didn't realize I didn't press the record button. So I had to make sure it had to click record button. That was mad, right? Cool. So anyways, my followers already know sometimes I do that because I was like, bro, this is so big. This is literally so big. Like, you don't understand how big this is, bro. Like, for me, bro, I love this guy, man. Honestly, guys, like, this is, you know what? You know when I do these mukbangs, do you want to hear something? It's not just for my followers. Honestly, I want you to understand this. It's an opportunity for me to gain nuggets of you. Like, I always see it as, look, my dream is to become successful like yourself, for example. And I know, you know, they say you're the average of the person you surround yourself with. I'll be real with you. Obviously, through building my brand, I call it a brand. You already call it a brand, and we're a brand, you know what I mean? But through building my Naveed Central brand, I've learned that, you know, they say you're the average of the people you surround yourself with. Now, the people like my mates, obviously, they're not on this social media thing. So, whenever I get an opportunity to sit with those who know a lot more than me, like yourself, and who are in the position I'd like to be in, bro, I like to gain as much as I can. And when I'm sitting here right now, I'm taking in everything you're saying, including the fact that you're talking about being a creative, the way you were talking about the advert kind of thing, and that made sense what you're saying in terms of how you did stuff for free, you know, and then you gave that value for free, and then you got paid massive amounts for that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Staying humble. You know, you've showed me in your character that that's what I would do. You've taught me how I would be now. Bro, when I'm on your level, for example, bro, like, God willing, I'm going to do the same thing. If someone comes to me, bro, and I see them in public, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say, yo, man, like, or whatever, you know what I mean? Because you showed me that, bro. And that's what, everything about you breeds success. So where you are right now is because of the character you are. Does that make sense? They say, I heard of a guy called Jim Rohn. I'm going to let you carry on speaking now. But,
No.
But the guy called Jim Rohn, I don't know if you know who he is, yeah? But he gives a motivational speech. He goes, I urge every one of you to try and become a millionaire. He goes, not for the money, for the person you'll have to become, because you can't just become that person. That's why lottery winners lose all the money of time. Because you have to become that person, you have to give that value, and that's how you get there. And I can see that in you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, moving forward, I wanted to speak about any negativity you faced on your journey, bro. Because, you know, especially being an ethnic minority, right? You know, we're doing videos and etc. I'm Pakistani, bro. Even in the Pakistani community, I think in the black community, Jamaican community as well. You know, a lot of the youngsters, especially nowadays, in the deprived areas, especially in the ghetto areas, where we don't have much, they want to be bad boys, they want to be gangsters, looking at music videos. But being a comedian and entertainer isn't something that they realize can really change their life. So I want you to speak about any negativity you faced, and also, you know, what advice you'd have for anyone out there who wants to become successful, right? Whether it's comedy, whether it's anything else, right? But the legit way, the good way, where they don't have to, you know, do bad things, right, to make money, right? What would you say? So negativity, and then what advice you'd have?
Loads of negativity along the way. When I first started, a lot of my friends laughed at me. A lot of people doubted me. A lot of people questioned it. But I was just sure within myself, and I wasn't listening to other people's opinions. So that was one negativity. Even just like being from Birmingham, a lot of people was just dissing the accent when I first started. Like, Birmingham. It was all about the accent, not about the content of my video, just the accent. So I had to fight through all of that. But as I said, because of the confidence that I had in myself, I didn't let any of that deter me. I just made sure. But there was tough times. There was times when I legit thought to myself, shall I try and get the London accent? Because it was that much pushback. But I just kept going. I kept pushing. As it pertains to like encouragement for people that want to do something, it's as simple as this. This is how I look at it. I think roadmen are poor. I think they're poor. I do think they're poor, because even if you have money, if you have to be doing this, if you have to be watching your back constantly, that's not money. That's a chore. If the government can take all your money one day when you go prison, if you have to go prison 4 years for money, that's 4 years of your life you'll never get back. Experiences, joy, sunlight that you'll never really get to properly enjoy, while people are growing on the outside, living on the outside. I think they're poor because you live a life that's in constant fear. I'm making money the legit way, and I don't ever have to watch my back and think, yo, the government might come take this from me one day, or man might see me and want to want to kill me because I did X, Y, and Z to them and beef on the roads and stuff like that. I'm not on the roads. I'm nowhere near the roads. I don't see the roads. I'm not involved in that. I'm in the countryside, minding my business and living my life, chilling with my family and chilling with my friends and that. I don't even have to go to the ends. I can tell the ends, the people that I care about, to come to me. Let's go chill in the mansion for a bit. Let's crank. Come, let's go. Let's all go. And when I get my own place, which I'm in the process of buying now, let's all go mine. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's peace. It's not just about money, it's about peace. I don't think years in prison or street credibility is worth any of that. And I think these men have a false sense of toughness. I don't feel any weaker than any of these men. I feel tough in my own right because I'm a businessman. I'm a boss. You understand what I'm saying? I have employees. People work for me. That's a different form of boss than that road boss. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a boss in a legit way. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I think that you should strive towards making money the legit way, because I'm telling you right now, somebody working in Landis, looking after their family and caring for their loved ones and not putting their loved one through the stress of having to see them die, see them get stabbed, even if you survive, or watching them go prison, is richer to me than a roadman with 500, 600, 700 bags or even $1 million. You're poor. Your life is poor. Because the quality of life is poor because of what it costs to have to live the way you live. I don't think it's worth it. I never have.
Wow, that was sick. You know, that there was massive. Literally, bro, that there was so big. Like the value you just gave there. I know one of you, even if that hits just one of you listening right now, you know what? That is mad. Because you know, you can just change that one person, bro. From what you just said there, bro. Like, I'm listening to that. Everything you said was so true, right? And you know, and I love how you said it. Because look, coming from like deprived areas, we understand, bro, how they think. Because we know some of you might have been watching. If you're watching with your mates, haha, he's saying I'm poor, but I'm not really poor, I got P. But hear what he said. It's not just about the money. It's about your poor in your life. That's it, simple. You got to look over your shoulder. You can't go sleep at night. You get me? I've seen people with, guys, I'll be real with you, I've seen people with stuff like weapons under their pillows, and you're thinking, guys, if you have to go sleep with a gun or a knife under your pillow, let me tell you right now, you can't go sleep at night. You can't go sleep at night. And I'm not understanding this. You know, it's people like David Sideman, you know, guys, and this is what I'm trying to do, bro, like, you know, for the Pakistani community. Like, there's not many people, like, who are going out there. I respect the black community, bro. There's a lot of entertainers now, but you've probably seen it yourself. There's not many Pakistani Kashmiris, bro, who are trying to do the same things I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to show these youth, look, that's why I wanted to sit with you, to show everyone out there, whether you're white, black, Asian, Chinese, wherever you are, guys, yeah? Wherever you're from around the world, you can do things the right way, make big money. Guys, we're sat in a mansion right now, chilling, having a fat munch we can't even finish, right? Yeah. His mom's eating lobster in the kitchen. Guys, it's mad. Man was working in Londis. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're keeping it real out here. Bro, any final words or anything like that? I know you've given you've given massive inspiration there. And you know what, bro, honestly, I love you so much for bringing me down here, bro, and allowing me to do this, bro.
Any final words is just for you to keep doing what you're doing, and don't even put where I am as a benchmark, to go way further than me. Do your thing. Consistency, but also working smart, knowing how to market your stuff, knowing, okay, I'm doing all of this stuff, but I want people to see it. How am I going to make more people see it? Obviously, doing stuff like this kind of thing, collaborating will help. And yeah, man, just shine, bro. Just shine. Continue to be humble. Continue to be appreciative when you do get opportunities. And yeah, man, that's it.
Amazing.
And thank you for the food. The food was great.
I appreciate that. And final thing, I just remembered, right? I said something that you didn't know that I know. But I forgot to say, because in the conversation, remember before when you were speaking, and I said to you, before we got on the gigs, I just remembered right now. So Luke Vernon, right, he used to live with him, right? Yeah, okay. Now he doesn't know I know this, and I don't even, well, you must know this, or you might not know it. But as you guys know, I interviewed Luke a few months back, and I forgot whether it's on camera or off camera. I think it was off camera, right? Luke told me, right, about how he used to live together, and he used to get paid for acting and stuff. And he goes, Sideman used to live with me, and he goes, every day he'd have people coming in and he'd collabing. He'd be collabing. Can you imagine that collabing? Every day there'd be people coming in. So Luke was like, I didn't know nothing about social media. At this point, he weren't building anything on social media. He goes, I'm looking outside and I'm thinking, hold up, I'm getting paid for doing videos this guy's collabing with people. By that point, you weren't getting paid, were you, right? Yeah? So he goes, all he's doing throughout the day is collabing. And he goes, bro, next thing you know, starts doing videos and stuff. He goes, he starts blowing. Then I seen him get Lucas Aid, big deal, whatever. And I was like, and he was like, that's when I realized social media. And I was like, see, you don't even know who you're inspiring. You don't even know who you're inspiring. You probably don't even know that. You actually inspired Luke, right? Yeah.
Now, but Luke's a close friend of mine. So like, I've always been investing in Luke because I knew he would get far. Yeah. He's got 1 million on TikTok right now, and I always knew he was gonna get there. And I told him from day one. I said, I'm investing in you so that when you get big, you can help me back again. I told him that. I said, I said, my helping you is an investment. Because I know where you're going to go, because I see the talent, I see the energy, I see the enthusiasm, and I see the willingness to work. And he's doing massive things.
He's a very good guy as well, man.
Yeah, man, good guy.
But listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Guys, if you're not following Sideman All Day already, go follow him right now. Right, yeah? David Sideman All Day. Yeah, there's no other underscore in it. Yeah. Guys, yes, he's verified. And guys, if you haven't seen his account, he's got over 327,000 followers on Instagram as well, bro. That must be a good feeling, isn't it? Verified tick. Bro, from 5K you were saying on that, whatever, it's mad. Guys, be like him. Honestly, most humble person I've met. Guys, if you ever see me, you know, being rude or arrogant, let me know, because I want to keep it real. I want to keep it humble and remind me of these conversations, guys. If you ever see me in a position, God forbid, where I'm lacking humility, remind me of this conversation, how I spoke about how Sideman was to me, and automatically that will give me a kick up the backside and make me realize, hold up, you know what I mean? But guys, make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video. You know what we're going to finish it with. You know what we're going to finish it with? Naveed Central. Peace and love. You get me? Naveed Central.